Alright, what's up YouTube? Today we're going to be updating our warrior guide for Tarisland. The date is currently August 2nd, which means we have full access to our 110 item level gear. This will be an update to my previous videos, so we're going to hit the major points. We're going to hit talents, we're going to hit gear, different stats, we're going to hit the Inscribed stone tree, emblems, empowerments. We're going to look at empowerments today. Haven't touched on those before. So yeah, timestamps will be linked in the description and the pinned comment if you guys want to jump around. And of course, we'll be capping everything off with a DPS test. So yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's go into the talents to start. And I've gone ahead and just reset all my talents. Right now, what I found is Furious Stab is still not worth picking up, unfortunately. It might be now with the Fury Blade buff, but I'm not too sure. I still have to test that, so I'll show you what I've been running. So we put 3 points into Rage, 3 points into Final Slash. We go 3 points into Assault of the Fury Blade, 2 points into Berserk Blow, 3 points into Rage Plus. If you need to, these next points are a little more flexible, where you can, if you need more combo on your gear to hit that 50%, you can put points into Commander. If not, and you don't need it, you can put the points into Cross Assault. Between my testing with Cross Assault and Cross Slash Plus, if you desperately need the combo gen, or sorry, the Wrath generation, and you want to play around using Cross Slash at 0 rage, maybe go for Cross Slash Plus, but honestly, the Rage is moving so fast now with how much cooldown we have, it's not really worth picking up, and Cross Slash comes out to usually be less than like 20-25% of our damage, so this base damage increase is not really that huge. We'll pick up the rest of the points in Fury Blade. We're going to skip over Direct Final, and we'll pick up Final Strike Plus. We're going to pick up... Okay, so here's another thing. We're going to pick up Armor Pen Plus, Wrath Spread. So let's look at our Infinite Rage ability. This gives us Wrath gain by 100%, 70 attack points, and 3% combo rate for 12 seconds. If you pick up 2 points in Wrath Spread, then you're looking at giving your team members only 35 attack points and 1.5 to 2% combo generation. It's not that great, and it's only 12 seconds. So there could be an argument if you're brought in expecting you to bring this buff, then cool. Otherwise, I found Armor Pen Plus is just fine. Like, the damage is so negligible. But yeah, so make your decision on what you want to pick here. And then our last points, we're going into Infinite Rage Plus, Wrath Outbreak, and Rampage. Alright, so that's for talents. The only other thing I would change is if you're running a boss, like if you're doing Merfolk raid and there's a ton of ads, then switch Cross Assault into Blade Cyclone Plus. You just take these 3 points out of here and put them into Blade Cyclone Plus, and you're spinning to winning. This gives us 30% more base damage, and we get reduced cooldown. But otherwise, all the other content, this is the talent tree we're going to be running, right? All right, so now we're looking at our stats and our gear. So we're at 110 now. It's Friday, August 2nd, so we just had weekly reset, ran through all the raids again to get caught up, make sure we're 8 set and looking pretty. So stats-wise, we're at that 50% combo breakpoint. We're at actually our first Omni node at 6.6%. The first node is only 6%. And right now I'm at 25% cooldown. I want to be at 26, and I can get to 26 if I just re-roll some low and high rolls on pieces of gear that already have my desired stats. I just need to flip the stats around. Of course, we're at 630 hit, and we're currently at 1568 focus. I don't know a ton about focus. I just keep hearing from people and from the community that you want like 1400, 1500 focus. You probably want a little bit more if you're running Warlike Surge. But we'll get to that when we talk about Inscribed Stone. So I'll just hover over all of my pieces of gear for right now. You guys can see what we're working with. Special aptitude wise, we definitely want to keep shooting for Fury Blade, especially with the recent buff to Warrior's Fury Blade damage during Inscribed Stone. We actually get 3 additional attacks on our Fury Blade, which means that's more opportunities to proc combos. And our Inscribed Stone burst window is huge now. It was like decent before, but now it's kind of insane. So here's actually one of the pieces. This combo damage necklace, I want to high roll the cooldown on this, and I think it'd actually get me that extra % that I need, another 70 cooldown. And go in here. Energy saving chance is pretty huge. I stand by this. I have to get the haste one to experiment with it a little bit more, but when this thing procs on like an armor pen or a Fury Blade or an infinite rage, it's kind of crazy. Let's see, going through, like this is another piece. This cape could roll 210 combo and 140 strength, and that would actually be like perfect roll on this one. Still trying to go for those Fury Blade special aptitudes. And of course, plus 210 hit on all my hit pieces. We have our 2-set combo damage bonus for our accessories. We have our 8% combo damage bonus on our weapon now, since it's the 110 from the raid. And actually, an honorable mention for your chest. I was talking with another guild member of mine, and we were debating on whether or not it might be more beneficial to drop Fury Blade here. To drop Fury Blade on the chest, and instead pick up Infinite Rage, which increases your attack by 75 points during Infinite Rage, only for your personal buff. We already only get 70 attack, so you're getting a little more than double the amount of attack from your Infinite Rage. And with our cooldown, it's up less than every minute. It lines up incredibly well with our Inscribed Stone. And getting extra burst during our Inscribed Stone and not having to rely on procs and cooldowns and things from our Inscribed Stone emblems is huge. So ironically, I had this one before, but I had since gotten rid of it for Fury Blade. I want to try and pull this Infinite Rage again, so that's probably where a lot of my Ray medals are going to be going in the next couple of days. Alright, so that should be it for gear and stats. Again, we'll look at quickly the breakpoints here. Right, so 50% gives us 10% increased combo damage. Omni damage bonus, we get enemy break. So the damage bonus effect of Armor Pen is increased by Omni percentage times 50%. So if you have 6% Omni, you get 3% bonus damage on that 4-second window from Armor Pen. So instead of only doing 10% extra damage, you deal 13% extra damage. So that's pretty huge. So it's going to be worth trying to creep towards that second Omni breakpoint. There could be, an argument to be made whether to go for 522 or 513. I'm going to stick with 513 for now, and we'll see how that works. Getting our cooldowns back up quickly is really huge. So the only issue I could discover is if we're resetting our Infinite Rage too quickly and our Inscribed Stone is still not up, then it may actually be worth to go for more Omni, but we will see. It's also worth noting with our cooldown percentage every time we Fury Blade has that chance to reset Final Strike, which is a 2 Wrath generation to get enraged again. So that's pretty huge, and we'll talk more about that when we're going over the damage rotation. Let's take a look at the big one, the Inscribed Stone tree. I'll start from the bottom. Currently, we are Inscribed Stone level 93. My battle pass is capped out on Inscribed Stone. I have all my Inscribed Stone from my reputations, and I've been doing my dailies. So this is probably going to cap out in the next week or so, since now it takes 700 stone to activate a new node, and we're only getting about 500 to 600 per day or something like that. So let's look here. I've maxed out all of my specialization attributes nodes, so all of my combo nodes are maxed out, all of my resonance nodes are maxed out. All 3 of my core nodes are now maxed out. It's worth going for that since we're getting infinite rage up so frequently. We need that extra % chance to proc our 25% regen on an Inscribed Stone skill. All of my Omni nodes and all of my cooldown nodes are maxed out, and most of these in between just have 1 point to pick up some extra stats. So getting 1 point in some of these focus nodes, right? Looking here, focus, cooldown, and then I also now maxed out all of my specialization effect nodes as well. So these are small, but they do add up. All right, so the tree's looking pretty good. I feel like for the next 7 levels that I have to work with, it'll probably be spending 1, 2, 3, 4 unlocking these last 2 focus nodes, because that first point in a new node is the highest amount of stat gain you will get. So that's another 4 levels. We get some main stat, which is and then we get some extra focus for just some extra flat damage, and then I'll have to figure out what else I want to put stuff in after those next 4 levels. So we'll have a little wiggle room. Currently, emblem wise, we're working with Out of Control down here. The only reason I'm really running Out of Control instead of Sprawl or Strive in this spot is, well, I do have Strive later on, but I would like to have Sprawl here instead, excuse me. So we have upper left, upper right, which is enormous for hitting our breakpoints. High energy potion, we have upper right. I want to get an upper left so that I'm not, I don't have to worry about re-rolling my gear more specifically. Getting these to have upper left, upper right, whatever they may be, is huge for your character's progression. And then this is a big one. We did manage to get the special additional effect on the Intertwined Fates. So this makes it so that Intertwined Fates for the first 15 seconds of battle is going to give me 6% of my attack as an increase. 15 seconds later, we switch to 6% defense. However, the special additional effect makes it so we keep 50% of our attack bonus. So our attack bonus being 6%, we get to keep 3% of that attack bonus when we're in our defense window. So it's just flat plus % attack. It's pretty crazy. Even though this has no upper left, upper right, whatever, this is going to be a concrete piece of my Inscribed Stone tree for the time being. And then we've also got an upper left on Warlike Surge here, and upper right on Strive. I was testing Strive versus Sprawl since I do actually have a Sprawl with Emblem level +1 and upper right, and Strive was slightly edging it out in damage in my short tests that I was doing. That should be it for Inscribed Stones. Doubling back to gear, let's take a quick look at empowerments right now. Obviously, you want to have the highest tier gem that you can afford. I am free to play on this character. I have purchased the top-up bonus to get the little reindeer mount or whatever, like the first week it came out, but otherwise I've been totally free to play. I'm not whaling on this account or anything like that. And I've been playing the auction house to get what little gold I do have left after some rerolls this week. So gems, yeah, you want to try and get what you can, and then depending on what you need, cooldown, combo, whatever. I think currently I have 3 cooldown gems in my weapon. Obviously, we just go for plus strength. Our hit is covered by our 3 pieces of gear that rolled with 210. And then you have to get a variety of these colorful nodes. So you get the strength plus in all 3, and then you get the stamina plus in all 3 after that. All right, empowerments. So currently I think I've got 2 or 3 empowerments for my weapon and my attack pieces, and 1 of my stamina pieces. For the weapon, I did decide to go energy saving chance. Again, it's freaking huge. There could be an argument to be made for specialization effect plus 2.4%. However, my personal belief with this, if we look at combo damage, we're right now at 172% plus 10, so we're at 182% combo damage. Getting an additional 2.4% on this is not nearly as strong as getting an additional 1.2% on a chance to refresh an ability skill or an ability's cooldown. Just some food for thought. If you guys disagree, cool. If you agree, also cool. This is like a little feels crafty from me, but I think energy saving chance on the weapon is top tier. And then you also get a bunch of extra focus on the empowerment. My helmet, I'm rocking cooldown plus and some stam. And then, so for my... Oh, I guess I did get some other tier 3s. Here, I'm rocking Resonance, actually. Resonance is, again, going to be huge because Resonance not only increases the rate at which your Inscribed Stone refreshes and charges, but it also increases the damage that you do when your Inscribed Stone is up. And 18 points of Resonance actually goes a long way. Like, our Resonance is, right now, it's at 579. So getting an extra 18 points is, like, I think almost 2%. So it's a pretty fair amount. So these other pieces that I've yet to get I guess it's just my legs. Yeah, I'll probably get that later today. And then we have more Resonance. Why did I go cooldown here? I might switch this to Resonance, to be honest. If I can get my other piece to reroll, I think we just stack Resonance in this. And then I did go with move speed plus 8% on my boots. Just because as a melee, move speed is huge. You know, getting around mechanics faster, getting to the boss faster. I don't think it's worth stacking 3 movement speeds. I do think 1 is pretty darn helpful, though. It's nearly 10%, so. All right, so we've covered talents. We've covered gear. We've covered Inscribed Stone and emblems and empowerments. So we're going to do a DPS test. I'm going to try my best. Here, we're going to set a timer. I'm going to try my best to talk about my rotation as it's happening. The biggest thing is now we need to pay very close attention to when Final Strike is coming up, when Fury Blade is about to tick over, and then if we get any procs or anything like that. I think we're just going to go for like a 3-minute thing again. And opener is still going to be the same. We're going to go, and I'll talk about it in numbers. We go 4 with infinite rage, so 4, 6, 3, and then we alternate 2, 3, and at that point we could have procs. Remember, we're getting bonus wrath gain while infinite rage is up, so Final Strike becomes a pretty high priority. We almost completely forget about using cross slash unless we desperately need to or something is not off cooldown. So I'm going to start the timer and we'll go for about 3 minutes. So we go 3, 2, 3, no reset. We go 3 again, still no reset. We cross slash, Final Strike, Fury. All right, so we didn't get any Fury Blade resets on opener. Okay, there we just had a reset. And the other thing I've been trying to be more conscientious of, since armor penetration is up like almost all the time, I want to save armor penetration to use right before a Fury Blade because it gives us... Am I lagging? What's happening right now? Stuff's just resetting. I don't even know what just happened, to be honest. I think Fury Blade was just resetting like crazy. Okay. All right, anyways, back to it. So Final Strike, we want to hold our armor pen until we have Fury Blade up, so we're going to hit cross. And we actually Final Strike there to get some extra rage, or some extra wrath, and try for a proc. No dice. All right, so now we want to try and keep this Fury Blade charge. We have our cooldowns ready to go. And I want to wait until armor pen is up. Oh, we actually got a double. If you want, you really want to try and squeeze 4 Fury Blades into an Inscribed Stone window since it's hitting so many times. It makes a huge difference. All right. So I'm actually going to wait on this Fury Blade because we have a Final Strike up. There we go. We reset Final Strike right there, so it was worth holding on to that. That's good. And before, where the rotation was sort of just like hit whatever is up on cooldown because we want to try and maintain our rage. Oh, there we go. Armor Pen just refreshed again. Fury Blade just refreshed again. Final Strike. All right, Burst Window is going to be up again really soon. Here it is. All right, and I want to do this now. All right, that was a pretty good burst window. Let's see if we can get one more activation. Final Strike reset. Okay, we're gonna hold on to Armor Pen right now. Armor Pen just refreshed. And we're gonna hit it again. All right, so that's about 3 minutes right there. That's not too terrible. 7K is definitely very easy to hit if your gear is in the right spot, if your Inscribed Stone is in the right spot. I think this can probably be pushed to 8K. I was pretty bad with my Inscribed Stone bursts there. I think I'm probably going to do one more attempt and not try and talk as much and just focus. And we'll see if we can get like 7,500 to 8K and try that again. Reset the timer. Here we go. We got a Final Strike reset. Okay, so that's already a much better opener. Go for an Armor Pen here. Final Strike reset again. It's funny because Warrior is like one of the more consistent damage dealers because we're a combo-based class, but now it feels like we're almost like a proc-based class because of how... Okay, Armor Pen just reset. Okay, that was really good. Yeah, we jumped up to like 8K there. So if you can snag 4 Fury Blades in one Inscribed Stone window, you are absolutely capping out your damage, and it's incredible. Just reset on Final Strike. We're obviously trying to stay in rage the entire time because we are getting a 6% damage increase from our talents. So here, oh, we actually just had our stone proc, our Inscribed Stone just jumped up like crazy. I am going to activate Infinite Rage a little early here. Yeah, that was a really good burst window. We're keeping at like almost 8K after a burst, which is insane. I don't think we'll have another burst window here, so now it's just trying to keep above like 7,500. Just keeping an eye out on our procs. I don't want to waste energy here or waste rage. There's a proc on our Final Slash. Armor Pen up. Alright, there's a 3-minute. Oh, I'm gonna have to do Send data. So if your dummy keeps ticking up, you just do send data channel current, and then you click your own battle info, and it stops the time from progressing. All right, so some comparisons from the last couple of videos too. Fury Blade is now doing almost half of our damage, and most of that is because of the buff to the Inscribed Stone skill, where we're hitting more times, right? 16k is almost a 50% increase from where we were at before. Just literally like a few days ago, my average damage on Fury Blade was maybe like 12k, like 11k, 12k. So after I get some more special attributes that benefit Fury Blade and benefit our cooldown window, this number is probably going to continue to go up a little bit more. I think probably you could probably squeeze it up to like 17. I think safely you could probably squeeze it up to like 17k if you get some better special aptitudes or attributes. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everyone hanging out and all the support for the channel. If you guys have any warrior questions, Tarisland questions in general, feel free to ask in the comments. Raids to look forward to. We got Epic Spider coming out pretty soon, and then it's going to be Epic Blight Dragon, and I'll see if I can get some more achievements done, some more challenge modes, and upload them for you guys to check out. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.